months later, bro. 2 months later. It's been 2 fucking months. And he's proposing to her. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? He was just in my fucking bed, bro. He was just in my fucking bed 2 months ago. 2 months ago. And he's fucking proposing to her. I don't understand that. Oh, fuck this fucking chungus ass fucking here.
I flew 8 hours to see my boyfriend just for him to dump me the night I got there. If I don't laugh, I'll cry.
A woman deeply regrets traveling 8 hours to see her boyfriend, only to be rejected for being too controlling and needy, while he ultimately chose watching football with his friends over spending time with her.
I flew 8 hours to see my boyfriend just for him to dump me the night I got there. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. My boyfriend and I have been doing long distance for about a year, and I hadn't seen him in 3 months. So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a nice, sweet girlfriend, and I'm going to book a flight to see him. And let me tell you, trying to book a flight to see this man was not an easy task. I tried to book this 2 months ago, and he kept having reasons why he was busy. It seemed like every single weekend he had something going on, and not work related. It was like, oh, we're celebrating my friend's birthday that weekend, so you can't come. And I was like, okay, that makes sense one weekend, but like every weekend you're hanging out with the boys. Can we maybe, make some time for me? And of course, the one weekend he tells me he's free, we're in the holiday time, the most expensive time to travel. I was not trying to fly 8 hours to see him during December, but you know what? Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I leave my house at 3 a.m. that Saturday to get to the airport, and what do you know? My flight was delayed. Really delayed. Because, it's December and the weather isn't great, so that was bound to happen. I don't actually land in my boyfriend's city until 7:30 p.m. that night, and I'm exhausted from all of the travel, but so excited to see my man. I would soon not be as excited to see my man. So we get in the car, we go to his house. I'm in a great mood. I've missed my boyfriend. So we're talking, everything's great, and that's when he says, oh, can we go over the plan for tomorrow? No, this man doesn't plan. This man has never planned a date. I don't remember the last date he planned. I think our first date, but other than that, no, not a single plan. So I was like, did he plan out a little Sunday for us? It's cute. No, he didn't plan out a Sunday for us. This man, in all seriousness, looks at me and says, I actually watch football all day with my friends on Sunday, so would you be cool just Ubering around the city? I know you've never been here before, so I'm sure you want to check it out. Huh? What? Me? Uber on the city? Alone? Without you? Also, I was going to be leaving that Wednesday, and my boyfriend, of course, did not take off work. Me visiting was not a good enough excuse to take off vacation days. So Sunday was going to be our only full day together. And he was just not going to see me. So my first question is, well, can I just come with you? I wanted to meet his friends anyway. I mean, he's living in this new city, hanging out with these people all the time, so I wanted to get to know them. And he was like, no, it's all guys there, so I don't want to be that one guy that brings his girlfriend. Okay. And I actually really like football, so I was like, if you want to watch the games, we can just go to a sports bar tomorrow and watch there so that we can spend time together. And he goes, no, it's actually a tradition that me and the guys watch on Sundays, so I don't want to break that tradition. Okay, watching football with your friends on Sunday is not a tradition. Grandpa giving a little annual speech while cutting the turkey on Thanksgiving. That's a tradition. You and the boy, no, not a tradition. It's a weekly hangout. And that's when I stopped being accommodating. I'm like, no. Do you know how much I spent to fly here to see you? Actually, no, of course he doesn't, because do you think that man offered to pay for part of the ticket? Nope, he let me cover that whole bill. I came here to see you. And what, you want me to just go around the city all by myself for the entire day? You want me to do one of those little Segway tours? Send you some pictures of me on the Segway? And this little gaslighter, he starts going at me, calling me controlling, saying, you won't even let me have one day with my friends. One day with your friends? We don't live in the same city. You've had so many weekends with your friends that we haven't been able to see each other. And honestly, yeah, I do expect your time every single day that I'm here. Because I paid to be here and you were supposed to have blocked out this time for me because we don't get to see each other. At this point, I'm just floored that this is even a conversation. Like, the audacity of this man to really even ask me if he could leave me for the entire day. Even asking if he could go watch one game would be wild. But the entire day? No, sir. That's when my boyfriend goes, you know what? I have a solution to solve this problem. And I think he's going to say, you can come along. Maybe he'll offer a compromise. I don't know. He goes, no, we're done. I'm going to go stay with my friends for the night. And when I get back tomorrow, I want you gone. Book another flight home. So he leaves me. I'm sobbing. And I'm looking up return flights for that night or the next day. And they're either all booked or crazy expensive because, again, we're in the holiday time. But I waited up all night for him, practicing the speech over and over again about why he should take me back. Just kidding. I didn't do that. I booked the first flight out of there. And yeah, it cost an insane amount of money to switch that flight, but I'll be able to recoup some of the money when I returned the new Xbox I bought him for Christmas that's still wrapped in my suitcase. I don't think the man actually expected me to leave. Well, I know that for a fact because whenever he got back the next morning, I get a text once I'm already home saying, wait, where are you? Did you actually leave? Your stuff is gone. What do you mean did I leave? You dumped me and told me to get out of your house by the next day. So that's what I did. Then he starts blowing up my phone. He's calling me a million times. I'm not answering. And he's sending me all of these texts saying, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I was just having a bad day. I was cranky. I love you. You know how much I love you. My only response, a Venmo request for the total I paid for all of my flights with the caption, ex-girlfriend tax. If there's one thing I'll never do, it's give a man the opportunity to tell me he doesn't want me twice. So, bye. The man is still hitting me up every single day, and I know that on Christmas, we're going to be 20 minutes apart from each other because of where our families live, and I'm just really hoping he doesn't show up at my house and do anything crazy.
What this story really exposes isn't just a single moment of rejection, but a long pattern of clear warning signs that were repeatedly ignored and later reframed as shock or unfairness. From the very beginning, his behavior showed a lack of interest, constant difficulty setting dates, priorities always centered on his friends, zero effort to plan time together, and no financial or logistical investment to make her visit easier. In long-distance relationships, real interest is measured by effort, not words. When a man truly wants a woman, he rearranges his life to make space for her, especially when she's crossing states or countries just to see him. Here, the opposite happened. She adapted, over-explained, sacrificed, and convinced herself that this was what being a nice, sweet girlfriend meant. The real issue was never football, his friends, or Sunday. It was a complete imbalance of value. She placed herself in a position where she had to beg for time, negotiate basic presence, and justify why she deserved attention. When someone pays for everything, travels alone, fits into someone else's schedule, and still asks permission to exist in that space, the message is clear. My time matters less than yours. His sudden breakup and decision to kick her out wasn't an emotional outburst. It was the final expression of a decision he had already made internally. He didn't see her as a priority or a partner, but as a logistical inconvenience disrupting his comfortable routine. His apology afterward wasn't driven by love, but by a loss of control. He never expected her to leave without begging, crying, or negotiating her own humiliation. His shock when he realized she actually left proves that. Still, there's a crucial point. Pretending she didn't know why she was rejected is a form of emotional self-protection. Admitting the signs were there all along would require taking responsibility for her own choices. The lesson here isn't that men are cruel. It's that actions must be observed clearly before investing emotions, time, and money. When interest is real, there's no confusion and no competition for space. Love doesn't require someone to become a solo tourist in a strange city just to justify their presence.